Anyway, so in 3 years time I will probably quit driving entirely, unless it's like right down the street, midday, perfect weather conditions, while I can see, of course. But I'm going to use my own judgment on that because I don't want to be killed or kill anyone. I know it's been a long time since you've seen my face. Hey, welcome back to Mom Likely. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I have to change my glasses because this is very important. So if you're like not wanting to look at me with my sunglasses on, I apologize. It's normal, and we're gonna talk about that. The exciting news is I got a new vehicle. I got a new car, and it's my very first new car, brand new car, and I can't believe still that I even got the car. I know I'm always, like in the past, I know I've always preached to you guys about, you know, waiting for, you know, when you can afford to do things before you do them, and not, you know, getting sucked into the hype of what everybody else is doing, like making yourself feel bad for not being like in the same position as other people. But first and foremost, like moving forward, touching on that, I just want to add that, like, if you always have the mindset like that you're gonna be stuck in the same position, like in the same place, if you breathe that in your blood day in and day out, like you won't ever get into the mentality to get ahead. So instead of looking at like other people's lives and allowing other people's successes to drag you down, you should continue to let them inspire you, so that way you can actually get to the space where you're like, I'm successful too, and like I've acquired these things too, because these people aren't just getting these things by doing nothing. They're getting things because they're working hard, or they're just more fortunate. And you can't be mad if somebody's more fortunate or more lucky or more taken care of than you are. It's still your responsibility to do for yourself if you want something, because otherwise there's no reason to like complain or allow somebody else's position to overrule how you're feeling. So I wanted to say that first, because I was there too, but for the longest time, okay girl, I needed to get to where I felt like I could get a vehicle. That was my goal for the longest time. If you even go back to like some of my very first YouTube videos, I had like a Christmas wish list, and one of the things on that wish list was a brand new SUV. In that video, I said that I wanted a Jeep, which I just thought it was cool. You know, I didn't really get it back then. I didn't really know what I wanted, which is another reason why I didn't really know like what I even wanted. So I didn't want to just go out and get anything. So I didn't mind roughing it with our hoopty or with whatever vehicle, reliable vehicle that we had to get around, because we were getting ahead, right? And not only were we getting ahead, but it just wasn't a necessary expense for me to take on to feel like good. You know what I mean? I just didn't need the vehicle. Holy crap, it is so hot. With all that being said, a car came out, and I just started noticing it, and I was like, I have to get this car. I want this car so bad. And me and James were going through so much stuff, and at the very end I was like, I want to start by getting myself a vehicle. So I did. I went and got this brand new car. I rode this baby right off the lot with like 0 miles, 15 miles, and it was the best feeling ever. And I want to cry because it's so stupid to people, like just having a vehicle, but to me it really meant a lot to get a nice reliable vehicle. Not only a nice reliable vehicle, but one that I actually chose and loved and didn't mind spending the money on, because it was an expense that I didn't necessarily have to take on, but it's so worth it, because like I feel great in the car. I get happy and love and joy when I look at the car. I know what this car means to me, and the safety features are very important now more than ever because of my current health situation. And like, it's just a great way for me and the kids to get around. It's a nice vehicle that we can drive, me and James, when we go out somewhere, you know, and you know, we're working hard. And it's not that we're paying attention to what other people feel about us, but the reality is like sometimes like you have to give yourself that thing or something to reward yourself for the hard work, the dedication, the discipline that you have towards making things happen. And it's just been amazing. Like, the gas prices are sky high. This baby takes more gas than the old cars, but like I don't even care. I'm loving it. And I don't want to be tone deaf. That's not everybody's situation. I understand that. And I'm completely there with you. This is a hard time. This is a recession. I don't want to put this video out there to inspire you guys to go get a new car that you can't afford. But not that you can't afford, but that you necessarily don't need to take on. I just had to share this with you guys because this was something I spoke about for a long time. I know a lot of you know that. Another cool feature about this car, especially with my eye condition, is that it has this little star. Like, there's little stars on my rearview mirrors that pop up if somebody's like too close in my blind spot for me to get over. There's lights that flash on the front of the car that tells me to stop if I'm getting too close to an object or something like that. And there's a few other safety features in terms of like staying away from pedestrians and stuff around me. And then like I have the screen right here that if I put it into reverse, I can see like what's going on behind me like this, and it tells me to help me park. And so all around, it just, you know, with the condition, it kind of throws off your, even though my vision is good and well to drive, the condition does throw off your depth perception, your peripheral vision, and then like at night it throws off like being able to see well in really dim lighting, which is why I avoid that. But the safety features of this car, oh my god, the safety features of this car really help me to stay a safe driver while I'm still driving right now. But that's okay, because James is gonna have to drive me around when I can't see anymore, aren't you, honey? My plan right now is
one day we're all just gonna Uber.
Yeah,
there's not gonna be cars.
Anyway, so in 3 years time I will probably quit driving entirely, unless it's like right down the street, midday, perfect weather conditions, while I can see, of course. But I'm going to use my own judgment on that because I don't want to be killed or kill anyone. Let's talk serious real quick. I recently was diagnosed with a rare eye condition that's called RP. It's retinitis pigmentosa, and it's like a genetic eye disorder that basically causes your retina to go bad. Now there's different parts in your eyeball. The retina is responsible for how you see at night, your side vision, and then how you perceive light. So like, you know, how you're perceiving night and day and all those types of things. And like your focus, like what's in front of you. So it's really important, right? The retina is affected by many things, but the eye disease, essentially, it causes you to lose your vision. So eventually one day I could be blind. So I'm sitting in the car right now because it's nicer out here, but I have to wear my glasses while I tell you guys this, because when I'm in the sun, I have to make sure that my eyes are protected, because the sunlight can cause my condition to progress faster. So essentially what will happen is I will be able to have pinholes. I'll have tunnel vision, which is this. So I'll be able to see only what's directly in front of me like this. So I might have to like move my eye around so I can see like what's in front of me or whatever I'm looking at. Like sometimes I won't see nothing there. It might end up like this long term. This is very narrow field of vision just in front of me, and I won't be able to see anything else, as well as I will be blind at night. So I won't be able to go out at night without a guide. And I don't want to cry too much because it's really not that bad for me yet. So my condition is pretty, it's progressing. Now the thing about the eye disease is that it is slow progressing. So like I won't wake up one day by the grace of God and just be blind. But over time I will slowly start to lose more of my vision. So on the side, I don't see particularly well on the side anymore in my peripheral vision, because that part of my eye cells are dying and dead. And at nighttime I have a really hard time seeing if there's no lights. So I'm always bumping into things, like I'm always running into things, and I chalked it up to, you know, people sometimes say like, oh, you're nervous, you're anxious, like you're having ADHD syndrome right now, or like, you know, you're very clumsy. And like I always said the same, but like the reality is like I do that because I can't see, and I can still safely see to do most things, right? Like I can see perfectly fine in front of me. My regular vision is okay. It's just that I can't, eventually it's going to be worse, where I will need to like move my eye around and get things very close to me to be able to see mostly. And my doctor, I'm here in Michigan, and so I seen a retina eye specialist over at the U of M in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I had to take a trip out there, and my retina specialist told me that I have to I'm sorry, I have to sit down with my family and friends, because I should sit down with them and plan out how I'm gonna live the rest of my life, because I won't be driving in the future. I won't be driving for much longer in general. And so hearing that, I was really flabbergasted. I told the specialist about my brand new vehicle that I just got. And I was so excited because the gas prices are crazy. The recession is going on, is crazy. All the prices in the store are crazy and going up. But you know what? It doesn't matter, because this is my opportunity to where I can have my dream car. So I was like, everything just kind of worked out. My makeup is running now. Everything just kind of worked out. And I was just like, you know what? This is so great that I actually, oh my God. I feel like so weird that I've had my sunglasses on this whole time. I just felt so great that I went ahead and I took the leap and I did this for myself. And I went all out on myself by getting this car, because this is the car that I actually wanted. Like, don't get me wrong, there's lots of cool cars. I love how other cars look and stuff, but like, I knew getting in that car every day, like I had to love it if I was gonna pay for it. You know, I had to be okay with working harder to be able to have that vehicle. And so by getting this car, oh yes, I was so happy. And I was just like, thank God I did it right now, because I don't know if I will be driving very much more into the future. So that is my health update. I can give you guys more information about that if you have retinitis pigmentosa, or if a family member does. Like, we can kind of go into that. I will be sharing some videos about what I'm doing to manage that, because it is not curable. It's just something that you deal with. until you no longer can. But I can go more into detail about what I spoke about with my retina specialist, and then like what my current action plan is for life in terms of like living with the condition. So now we have talked so much. I've cried, I've been happy, like I've been yapping away. This is gonna be a long vlog because of all that talking, but I promise that was like the main gist of the talking. I'm gonna give you guys a little channel update in the next segment where I talk, but let's go clean this car so you can see it, because she's sexy. She's so pretty. Her name, can you guess her name? I named her Phoenix. Her name's Phoenix, because I was like, you know what, man, this is me. I'm rising from the ashes right now. Forget about everything I've been through and the bad crap I've had to deal with and all the shitty hands I've been dealt. I was like, this car is gonna be my rise. Like, the thing about the Phoenix is burn her down, kill her, beat her down, throw her away, throw her to the wind. But the Phoenix, she always rises. So, okay, let's go ahead and get to cleaning this baby.
Get dough. I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. Miles inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe. Fell 1,000 times and still I roll no limp though. But I wouldn't trade a thing for what I have. I go hard, do what I need to make it last. They say the good die young, I hope I'm bad. Cheers to my past, I'm doing great now, just in case they ask. In the booth and I lay it down, I might take a nap. And they thought I was playing around, I was up like my tax. Living fast, over limit on the freeway, hope no cops pass. Had to dip off for a minute, yeah that's my bad. But I can't stay for too long, I gotta go, I gotta go. I grab my bag and hit the dash, yeah adios. I drop the clutch and slam the gas, and it's vamonos. If you're not first then you're in last, Ricky Bobby quote, you gotta know. Work hard, get dough. I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. Miles inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe. Fell 1,000 times and still I roll no limp though. But I wouldn't trade a thing for what I have. I go hard, do what I need to make it last. They say the good die young, I hope I'm bad. They say the good die young, I hope I'm bad. Simple. Miles inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe. Fell 1,000 times and still I roll no limp though. But I wouldn't trade
This is the final touch to when I clean the car. I always put a new air freshener in. They last for like a couple weeks to a month basically. You know, not a long time, but they're cheap. But we ordered this one online. We just call it the America scent. Like the whole family actually enjoys the smell. It says vanilla aroma on there, but it is not vanilla. I don't know what this smell is. In the comments, go ahead, comment down below if you have smelled this air freshener before and you have an idea of what it is, because like I don't know, but I would like a candle like this. It smells so good. But that's the final touches to Phoenix getting her bath. This is the Blazer RS 2022 Chevy Blazer, and she's so cute. Her name is Phoenix, and she's got a nice grill like her mom. I have a nice grill now too. So here's my current update with my teeth. So my bite is finally regular. My two front teeth are actually straight. I just have like a little weird line right here. And then like she said she can trim my gums down so that they look even because they are straight. It's just when I was a kid, I ripped my tooth up, my baby tooth. So my big tooth is actually, that's how it grew in cricket. So that's why the line doesn't match up at my gum right there, but my teeth are straight there now. And then the bottom tooth where they had the tooth come out, you see that it closed up. It's just a little bit cricket right there. But my bite is now like fully corrected. My jaw is more of a U now instead of a V, and it's so much more comfortable all together with my regular bite. I don't feel like I have an awkward mouth anymore. Sorry, I keep looking at the camera, but I just wanted to show you guys like a close-up of my teeth. You can still see some of my buttons there holding on to my tray. So I'm currently now in my last like 6 weeks, I think, of treatment. I had to do 2 phases. So I did like 2, I think it was like a 30 week and then a 30 week, I think is what it was. But either way, it was 2 phases. So that's how my teeth are coming along and how they're doing. I think they're doing great. I love it, and I just can't wait to see the end result. I just really hope that little space down there tightens up in the straightness department. But as far as like the other little quirks, I don't mind, because like these are still my unique teeth. You know, I don't have veneers. So like I'm not gonna be too crazy, but there are a few things she's gonna do to try to like even everything out. But yeah, so I'm really loving those results too. Oh, get a drink because you see how hot it was. It's so hot outside right now. Well, first of all, thank you for sticking around for this vlog, and I hope you enjoyed sharing this experience with me as much as I enjoyed sharing it. So moving forward on the channel, I don't want to do the old style time-lapse cleaning videos anymore because I'm having a very hard time sticking that out, and I think that's why I keep turning away from it, because it's not really like, although it's real life, like our house isn't really that messy anymore. Like it gets messy still, but it doesn't get like that. We're in like a different portion of life where like we've decluttered, you know, we've downsized, everybody's chipping in. And on top of that, like I just don't spend a whole day's cleaning anymore and all that. It's just way too much. It takes too much time for me to film those kind of videos that it also takes away from the whole reason why I want to share anyway. And that's because like I love doing like life resets, you know, like that's what I want to be going, like focusing on moving forward, so that way we can like focus on the pillars of our life that we need to improve on or focus on more or put more energy into, or you know, negative spaces that we maybe like need to get away from, negative habits that we need to shy away from. So if you need that, excuse me, positive influence and community in your life too, then I hope you'll come along for that. So we'll be spending time focusing on, you know, our health, taking better care of our money, homemaking, like home management, but not necessarily, you know, like the other kind of videos I was doing before, and not necessarily that it's always pretty, but like we're making it work and we're functioning, and it's like how we operate in real life family setting, like when we are working and doing other things. That's going to be like a major change, because I don't want my channel anymore to be around a specific thing. Like, for instance, not in a bad way, but some people do home cleaning videos because their focus is how they're transforming their home, upgrading their home, or the decor they put in their home. And some other people, it's about, you know, like how to clean, what you're cleaning. But for me, like before, you know, I was cleaning and doing things here and there, but mine more was like motivation and fun. It was like the whole process, you know. And so that's why I don't really want to stick to those videos anymore. I just want to bring you along with what I'm doing when I do it, instead of being like, you know, today we're cleaning this and like, you know, stuff like that. So it'll still be motivating, we'll still be getting it done, so you could be inspired, but I'm also going to show you other things I'm getting done in the day outside of just cleaning the house, because like we got to do other things too, you know, and those things are also equally important. So want to focus on those 5 pillars of life. I think I'm going to call it like my Take 5 series or something like that. We're going to be focusing on those 5 areas of our life. So I hope you guys will enjoy that. So overall, my actual intention is to just start living more intentionally, and that's why I want to get this like a little bit more raw and like in the moment of things, and not like, yes, what I'm sharing with you is planned because I want to be intentional, but I want to share it with you because like I'm actually doing it versus like I'm planning it for you. Does that make sense? So that's why I'm going to start doing videos in vlog style, so you can see like real life what's going on, instead of like small things here and there, or me trying to like clean to show you those types of things. So we're going to be living more intentionally and just trying to slow down, so that way we can focus more in the areas in our life that are important. And I think everybody in the world needs to move towards that. I think all the recent events have just shown us like we need to be paying more attention to the things that we should, and not always get caught up in all the things that we shouldn't. Not that you can't pay attention, but we need to just spend more of our energy on ourselves, a lot more self-care, not washing yourself and pampering yourself, but taking care of yourself. So I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me for this vlog. Let me know what you guys think of it down below. Also, let me know if you know what the scent is of that air freshener, because I still don't know. Or if you know a candle that's similar to that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.